Hello people from Rumlang station beside Zurich airport here, right? Today people, I'm taking the train from here back into Zurich to the central train station in Zurich, and then people, I'm travelling first class on a 3.5 hour journey all the way to Zermatt, which is on the Swiss-Italian border, or as I just say, the imaginary border, right? It's where the Matterhorn is, right? So there's lots of stuff to do there, right? So stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. Right people, these are super cool trains. They're double decker and they're so smooth, and I think this is just a commuter train. Yeah, unbelievable, just so smooth. They're like a Rolls Royce, you know. Right, here we go. I think it's only something like 18 minutes or something, or less, into the city centre, my friends. And the airport is just over there. Main airport in Switzerland, just over there. Right people, here we are now at the main station here in Zurich. I have to just go and find my train now to Zermatt, right? So let's do this, my friends, let's do this. This is an amazing train station, my friends, I have to say. It's huge, huge. Dublin, Connolly and Houston would fit in one corner of it. It's that big. And as you can see, people, there's a huge underground shopping centre in it. Crazy stuff, my friends. Now, I'm going to have to look for someone to... I have no idea where I have to go to get this train, my friends, but I'll work it out. Okay, stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. Right, people, I haven't got a clue where to go, and there's nobody, no staff, like, that's how I know it was about this place. There's no staff around. So I'm going to go back in the main entrance and look for some. So I haven't got a clue. It's that huge. It's a massive train station. Unbelievable. And just behind me here, people, that's the main street here in Zurich, the Bahnhofstrasse. One of the most expensive streets in the entire world, my friends. And this is the fabulous entrance to the train station. Look. Yeah, I just can't believe how big it is. It's huge. It really is. Look at that for an entrance. Right, people, it's platform 31, right? So look at this train station, people. It's massive. Right, so platform 31, and I already see arrows over here for platform 21 to 34. So, yeah. Look at all these trains. This is so cool, my friends. It's like futuristic. Unbelievable. And then there's trains. You seen where I came in? Way down below me here. More trains. Crazy. Wow, if you're into trains, my friends, you're in train heaven here for sure. Wow. Look at these trains. Super cool. Right, people, I just have to realise and I have to go down. It says 21 to 34. Right, so I have to go down. Just can't get over the size of this train station. It's amazing. Amazing, my friends. Stay tuned. Right, people. Still at the train station here. Got a latte. And that little, what do you call him again? Forget. 860 Swiss francs. Cheers, people. I hope now I can find where the first class is on this train, because I have it paid for. Cheers, people. Stay tuned. Right, people, that was a lovely relaxing latte I had here. Look, people, this is only a tiny little section. I mean a tiny little section of Zurich train station, the main train station. Look. It is absolutely huge. I know I keep repeating myself, people, but it is, right? So, And you know what they have here as well? They have actual supermarkets inside the train station. I mean, real big, huge supermarkets. Look at all these shops, look. And this looks like a chocolate shop here, look. Swiss, all different Swiss chocolates, look. Mad stuff, isn't it? Yeah, and here's a shop, more Swiss chocolates, look. Look at that, my friends. That's another eatery there. Looks like it's doing sushi and stuff in it. Crazy. Look at this place. It's huge. Here's what's here, look. More, look. Confectionery stuff. Wow. Look at that. Strawberries, glazed. Fabulous shop, isn't it? Yeah. Right, people, I think it's time to head round to this platform 33 and get this train out to Zermatt and see what it's like in first class, you know yourself. I hope I have enough money to last a week, my friends, or I'll be washing the dishes, for sure. Stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. From Zurich main train station, it is massive. Massive. I was on the wrong platform there, people. You know something, right? There's no staff down here when you come down here. Maybe, I don't know, like for people like me, like who are kind of a bit of a gobshite, right? And you don't know the familiarity of the station, right? Only for I'm asking people, and they're fairly, very helpful and friendly Swiss people there, right? I'd be kind of lost, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So he said to come over here, this one, down here. And, yeah. And go down the platform to the very front of it, he said. So we'll try that. Oh, the joys of travel, my friends, in sorting things out. Part of the adventure, isn't it? I think it is, anyway. Oh, Jesus, people. I'm going on a wild goose chase here. After asking staff there, back down to 31. And, says first class is at the end of the train. You have to laugh, don't you? It's all part of the adventure, as I said. Up and down, different platforms. At least I'm getting to know Zurich train station. It's bigger than a goddamn hospital, I'm telling you. Or a shopping centre. Whew. 31. Okay, heading in the right direction, I think. Oh, nearly fell there. Right, I'm back down again, my friends. Ah, no end to it, is there? Up again, down again, up again, down again. Whew. At least it's not as warm as it was yesterday, which is lovely. Stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. Right, people, on the information screen here, right, now it's saying, look, this is the one I'm going on here, right? The 1202, Bern, Thun, Spies and Visp, right? And hang around this area here at the end of the train is where the first class is, right? So I'm in the right place, people. Finally. Right, people. I'm still at... Oh, thanks very much. So good. Some water. Very good. Still at Zurich train station, right? Stupidly, I went down to gate 31, right? And I could see in the information sign Visp on it and a 1202, right? And I asked one girl, she says, no, it's going to Brig, right? But as far as I know now, Brig is on that route to Zermatt, right? So in my head, I don't know why, I just thought, no, that's not going to Visp. It's coming in at 1202. But it's leaving at 1202, and it was the train, I missed it. So now I have to wait now for another hour, I suppose, for the next train. So now to get another latte, my friends. Ah, that's lovely, the water. You know something, people? I had a far easier time in Bangkok travelling on the sky trains all around Bangkok because everything was in English, you know what I mean? Now there was English on the signs there too, I think. No, there wasn't. It's all in Swiss, you know, the names of the places, right? So and then there's no staff down where the platforms is for people like me. But yeah. So I'm having my second latte, my friends. Still stuck here through my own stupidity at Zurich. I was going to say airport. It's as big as a goddamn airport, my friends. Train station. Amazing place, my friends. Amazing. Imagine what it must be like in Japan. Or, yeah. My God. Ah, people, that's lovely, lovely. And look, I got a little chicken wrap as well. You know. Stay tuned, my friends. Hopefully I'll get on this goddamn train to Zermatt before the day is over. Stay tuned, my friends. Finally, people, this is the train. Okay? So, excuse me, is this first class?
First class.
Yeah, that's grand. I could take any seat, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Right. I'm going to take this seat here, people. Won't fit there. Leave that there. Put my suitcase here. Squeeze it in there. Some way. First time ever, people. First class on a train. and it happens to be in Switzerland, the most expensive country in the world. But you're anyway, I'm going to enjoy this now for 3.5 hours. Well, it'll be, I think it's 2.5 hours to a place called Visp, V-I-S-P, and then you transfer to another train, then brings you into Zermatt. After 2 hours of a wait, I was down here already, beside the train, right, with the information sign saying Visp, right, with an arrow pointing to the train. And because a girl said to me it's going to Brig, it didn't register with me. Sometimes I can be so stupid. I know that's a word I shouldn't be saying, but I shouldn't be putting myself down, but sometimes people, unfortunately, I can be stupid as hell. But anyway, I'm on the train now, and we're heading to Zermatt, right? So stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. Well, I'm just checking in here, people. I've never been on a more relaxing train journey in my entire life, right? I'm only about not even an hour into the journey, and it's just so chilling. I know I paid big money for it, but it's like driving in a Rolls Royce, even though I've never been in a Rolls Royce, but for comfort, fantastic, I have to say. Look at the space I have here, people. Stay tuned, people. More video of the train to Visp on my way to Zermatt, in the tunnels. When you go into the tunnels, people, my ears start popping. Stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. This is excellent, excellent. Right people, the first stop out of Zurich was Bern, which I think is the capital of Switzerland, right? And we're after, it seems like we're after reversing out and we're heading backwards here now, as if we're heading back towards Zurich, but obviously we're not. We're probably going to go on another different track now. We're in a tunnel here now, and then onwards towards, there's 2 more stops I think I have to do, right? So stay tuned my friends, stay tuned. This is a great train journey, great. Very, very relaxing and chilled here. Stay tuned. Thun. This is the second last stop before I get off this first class train here at Visp, V-I-S-P, right? I'm just looking out my left window here and there's a river and there's a boat, look. You see it over there? So I don't know if that's leading up to a lake. It must be a lake. Has to be. Look. Right people, so that was the train here. The one that came all the way from Zurich. The Visp here, right? And now I'm changing over. I think it's that one across there. Because I see on the front of it is saying Zermatt, right? So I think that's the train, my friends. Just have to cross the track here now somewhere. I think this is it, people. Another hour. So stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. Another train journey in Switzerland. They should call that train, people, from Zurich to Visp here, first class. They should call it the de-stress train. Definitely. I was so chilled on that train. Wow. Yeah, the de-stress train, my friends. Maybe it's that train there, by the wrong track, I think. Hold on a second. Yeah, I think it's that train there. Yeah, back down again, my friends. Right, people, get on here. You see a seat here? Right, people, this is the first class, but after paid for here, so I might as well avail of it. Stay tuned, my friends. One more hour to go. Right, people, this train here now to Zermatt from Visp, right? See, it's going real slow here now, but it's a cog-wheeled train, right? Which means that it's after connecting here now. You can feel it on the train, right in the middle, underneath it. There's it's a cog because of the gradient we're going to be climbing. So it'll be doing this a couple of times now on this line to Zermatt, right? Speeding up now, right? But it's on the cog system now, you know what I mean? Because we're climbing. Amazing, isn't it? Amazing, my friends. And actually an hour now and I should be in Zermatt. It's now 20 past 4, so I should be there by 20 past, actually, yeah, 17 minutes, they're saying here on the screen, 17 minutes past 5. Then I get to the hotel. So stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. This train journey from Visp to Zermatt is fabulous, fabulous, right? Now, I've been on not a train journey, but on a bus trip in California, right, called the 17-mile drive, and you had to pay to go on that drive, right? Nothing in comparison to this. I was also on a scenic rail journey from, I can't think of the name of the town in Cairns, right? Up in the rainforest, right? Coranda, the Coranda Scenic Railway, right? Nothing in comparison to this, my friends, I'm telling you now, nothing. This is out of this world stuff here I'm looking at here. It's incredible, right? So stay tuned, my friends, stay tuned. On the train from Visp to Zermatt, over 1 hour, okay? And it's fabulous, fabulous. Stay tuned. Look at this, people. Oh, that train's blocking here now. But I just wanted to show you the cog system here. Because of the high gradient, the train's climbing, so it's helping it on its climb, if you know what I mean. When this train passes, I'll show you, right? See, if you look down on the track there, people, can you see that? You know, I'm going fast now. See the cog in the middle of the railway tracks. So it slows down until it connects with the cog, and then she's away again. Then it comes off the cog section, back onto an ordinary section, then back onto the cog section again, you know? So it's amazing. Look at these mountains, my God. can see a glacier way up here. Look in the mountains. Can you see that? Look at that. Wow, people, that is absolutely spectacular. Breathtaking to see a glacier. My first time ever seen a glacier, my friends. Look at that. See it up there? Way up on top of the mountain, look. Isn't that amazing? Wow. And there's waterfalls coming down. Oh, this is spectacular, my friends. I'm telling you now. Absolutely. The size of these mountains. Jesus. People, this is the second last stop here, right? It's called Taschk, T-A-S-C-H, right? And this, if you're coming by car, right, this is the last place you can go in your car, because there's no cars allowed in Zermatt. There hasn't been cars allowed there, I think since 1947, which is great. So taxis are all electric, and I think all the utility vehicles are all electric as well. So no cars are allowed in Taschk, or sorry, in Zermatt. So if you're coming by car, this is where you leave your car, here in this town here, right? Okay, so we're almost there, people. Fabulous scenery, fabulous all the way.
Wishes you a pleasant evening.
Okay, here we are, people. Oh, look at this, people. That's what I want to do as well. Look at Air Zermatt. Look, see the helicopter up on top of that. Oh, this is amazing, people. This is amazing. Stay tuned, my friends. Right, people, I made it to Zermatt in Switzerland. Stay tuned, my friends. I'm chuffed, people. I'm seriously chuffed, right? I can't even explain how I feel, my friends. This is fantastic. It's like a child in a toy shop, my friends. That's how I feel. Can't believe I made it here, but I have. To see the mighty Matterhorn, my friends, and do some exploring. This is great. See you in a bit. Right people, see here across, see right here, this is the Gornagrat railway. This will bring you up now to over 10,000 feet, right? One of the highest railways in Switzerland, right? So I'm going to do that, people, as well, right? So stay tuned, right? So I'm going to end the video here now, people, right? Off the train trip from Zurich all the way to Zermatt, and the best scenic journey, rail journey that I've ever been in the entire world on the trip from Visp to Zermatt was about an hour and a half of a train journey, right? It was fabulous, right, people? Listen, stay tuned, my friends, for next Sunday, right? More to come from this fantastic Zermatt here on the Swiss-Italian border, right? Beside the Matterhorn, people. So stay tuned, my friends. Press the like button if you like the video. And if you're new to the channel, people, please press subscribe. It's free, right? So till next Sunday, my friends, from Switzerland, take care and keep safe. Always keep safe, my friends, okay? I'm buzzing here, my friends. I'm buzzing. Stay tuned. Next Sunday, after 5 p.m, people, right? Bye.